Welcome, Summoners, to the League of Legends Patch Preview. I'm Freak, and I'm joined here with Morello, lead champion designer. When Yorick came out, players seemed to find him underpowered. Do we have any plans for him in the coming patch?
We did anticipate him being stronger than he was when he released, so we did a comprehensive set of buffs to most of his skills, base stats, things like that, just to bring him up in line with the power level of other champions. You should see a nice wide range of Yorick buffs, so any of you guys who got him last week or are about to try him on free week, give him a shot now. We feel he's going to be a lot more competitive.
We've seen a lot of Alistar players in different roles, including AP caster and main tank. We're nerfing the AP ratios in Alistar's Pulverize, Headbutt, and Triumphant Roar. Why nerf AP ratios over anything else?
He acts like a big bully, knocks people around, trashes on people a little bit, but the damage associated with that right now is still too high on AP Alistar, so we're bringing those numbers down. By doing that, we can preserve his tank and initiation play completely.
We're nerfing the cooldown and slow duration of Ashe's ultimate, Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Why does Ashe need nerfing, and why this skill?
Pretty much since the dawn of time, Ashe has been first pick, first ban in competitive play forever. She brings a lot of utility to the table and her damage is pretty good. While we want to keep what's unique and awesome about Ashe intact, we do feel that power level needs to come down. This is the way we could do it the most effectively that's the least offensive to Ashe players.
We're nerfing the heal amount on Warwick's Hungering Strike. Is this because of the newly popular Lane Wick? What about Warwick as a jungler?
So Lane Wick's pretty much an unmovable object. He gets in lane, he's just impossible to get out of there because of the healing amount on Hungering Strike in a lane situation. We've done some testing on this and we feel the jungling safety on Warwick was high enough that this doesn't impact how well he jungles much, but does impact the lane play pretty significantly.
Kog'Maw is getting a few buffs this patch, but they're to his animations and ability durations and not damage numbers. Why are we buffing Kog'Maw here?
So we kept finding this problem that whenever BioArcane Barrage was active and up, you feel great as Kog'Maw and really powerful, but the problem is that's not very often, let's be honest. The rest of the time you're waiting for it to come back up. So we increased the cooldown by a couple of seconds, but we also increased the duration by 4 seconds. We also found his attack animation on a couple of his spells was just not quite as crunchy as we'd like it to be. So we've cleaned up those animations and animation timing, so Kog'Maw should just be a better experience.
We've seen many of our casters see a lot of play, but almost every time they just rush Rabadon's death cap. What exactly are we nerfing on it, and why?
Casters have made a really good appearance again, and they're viable on most teams now. We're really happy about that, and we feel that's actually due to the Rabadon's death cap addition. What we also found out is pushing their AP numbers a little bit higher than we wanted it to be. So we took a tiny bit off, just 15 off the base of Rabadon's, just to see if that brings it right in line. We don't think it's that far off, and we really don't anticipate any further nerfs, and we feel this should get casters right where they should be.
The question on a lot of minds right now is wards. Whether it's ganking with Summoner Teleport or jumping around as Lee Sin, Jax, and Katarina, wards give players some pretty cool moves, and they've been asking to get that back. Are they?
Even though it was kind of an interesting thing, players found to counter certain characters like Blitzcrank hooks and things like that. It was kind of a jerk move, right? It made the characters on the receiving end feel really bad, so we removed the abilities for wards to be interacted with at all. We did hear your feedback about this change and considered it heavily, and we're returning the fun portion of that, which is using Shunpo, Leap Strike, and Safeguard to get to wards. And you can still use Summon or Teleport to go to allied wards as well. One change we also added to make the clarity a little better is we felt this was a good balance to get to where we wanted to be. Now those wards will appear when you use Summon or Teleport or one of those movement block abilities on them. So a guy doesn't just appear out of the middle of a lane or next to Dragon from nowhere. You'll see that ward, you'll see that teleport particle, and that stuff will clearly communicate when somebody's using that tactic. We didn't want to remove it, but we did want to make sure players understood what was happening.
Thanks for watching the League of Legends Patch Preview. Please subscribe to the Riot Games YouTube channel up top and leave us your thoughts down below.